Hi guys, I hope you're good since last video. So this time we're gonna be using Terraform and seeing different use cases. It's very important for you to stay to the end. Alright, so here we are. You create your account in Terraform. So the website, just go on it. And after you receive an email, and through that email, you'll be able to start using your account. So here we have the profile, session, organization, the password, different way to log in. And you just go into the email and you confirm. After clicking on the link in the email, you'll be directed to this page. You create an organization. So here, let's call it Creditizens. So organization names, yes, okay. So after you see the different ways to use it, version control, CLI, and API-driven workflows. So here we're gonna use the CLI one. So what we're gonna do here, we're going to get that script and put it in one file and just install everything. So let's create this script file very quickly. I'm gonna fast forward it a bit, so it won't wait while I'm building it. So we just use our bash. And we got everything here, fast forwarded, and the last line, just to have the auto completion. And we run the installation. So we're gonna get the keys, the repository, and everything. So now it's installed. That's good. So main.tf will be the main file that we are going to use to work with the Docker provider. So we're going to be deploying on Docker. Makes it easy and quick. So you can also do it. You don't need a lot of resources. We're going to be deploying an Agentic image, an Agentic container. So to make it, just to create that server. Docker container Nginx using the image that we have created here, the Docker image Nginx, the image ID, which is coming from the resource above, which is Docker image Nginx. And for the ports, the internal port will be 80, and the external port will be the 8001. And after we're going to be initializing the repository, so we can download all the providers' configurations. That's good. And before anything, I want you to see what we are going to do here. We're going to be in this scenario. We are on premise, and there's no issues because there's only one developer. So no problem, one dev. Okay, so main.tf, that's where we are working from. When we're gonna apply the changes, just let me put it here to say that we apply it. So there's plan, apply, but here we just put apply. Okay. Now we got it. So the developer applied the changes. Because of this, we get a terraform.tfstate file, which is representing the infrastructure state at the moment. So this application will also deploy on Docker, the different services, containers, and we have the organization internal users. who are using this application. So same infrastructure deployed as what we have defined in the main.tf and the tf state. There's only one developer. There's no issues here, so everything is fine. So just make sure if you're using WSL2 to have Docker running, so you need to change the IP tables. Terraform plan. So this is good, this is a good sign. And after we do the Terraform apply, one dev, you confirm, you say yes. And after the image will start creating. We wait a bit. Here I didn't fast forward. It should be quick. We can open another terminal and we see that our container is running and we have access to it on port 8000. I'm going to use just localhost and here we go. We have our Nginx running. So we can also exec to it just to customize the page. So just to give you the idea of you having a website or an application that you want to serve to your internal users. So we're going to docker exec to IT, the container ID. This is for Kubernetes, so I'll just get rid of those two dashes. Bin bash, now we are in. And we're gonna navigate to user, which one was it for Nginx? I think it's user share. And after we can find the Nginx one. So just let me restart. Here, cd user, so you can see it, share, Nginx, and HTML, and inside we have the index HTML file that we are going to nano in. So there's no nano, it's Vim. Let's try to use Vim, there should be Vim. No, there's no Vim, okay, it's a minimal setting. Let's just write to it directly from the terminal. Let's use the echo command and just write a little sentence that will be displayed on the internet browser. Okay, Nginx deployment on Kubernetes using terraform. Like Creditizens. And let's put it in the file. That's good. Let's cat. Okay, it's in. We just refresh the page and we get the message here. So it's well connected. So you can also put your own files there or your WordPress there. And here you see we have the terraform.tfstate, which is a representation of the infrastructure that we have at the moment. Let's cat into it and see what it's in. So there's all different configurations. There's the dependencies here, the image, the provider saying that it's a Docker. So you get the repo digest. So we have different informations here. Some critical information can be secrets. So if you're using secrets, this terraform.tf file will be showing those secrets. So we can destroy the infrastructure here. And we say yes, we confirm. And we have nothing in Docker anymore. Let's refresh the page. Not here anymore, that's good. So I give you a few seconds to subscribe because I know you want to do it. Like the video. So here let's go into the other scenario just to explain very quickly what could happen. So we're on premises. On premise, there's problems here because there's several devs different teams. It can be all working in one repository file, main.tf, or they can have different main.tf ones. So the developer 1, dev 8 from team 2 has this main.tf as applied. So we get this terraform.tfstate. On the state of the infrastructure, it's same as what he has deployed. And here we have the organization users using it. There's no issues, everything is fine. But issue comes when there's some other people interacting with the same file. So let's say here we have the 2 and 3. This one is the 2, which is dev 14 from team 4. Has changed some different lines, different modules. Here, this team is taking care of those modules. And those changes, just let's delete. Let's do the 3 first. Dev 1, team 1. This is already traced. Let me just, should I do 2 or 3 first? Okay, let's do the 3. So the 3, so the dev 1 from team 1 has changed those lines. Terraform apply has applied. And here we got the infrastructure image changed, the state file. So this state file can be shared. It's a problem because you see he has changed something. Or it can be a tfstate that he has his own computer and he has deployed it, while the other developers, they still have their own tfstate, which is showing the infrastructure in a different configuration, while the state of the infrastructure has changed. So the users of the organization now see another version of the application, some different features. But the dev team 8, the first developer is not aware of those changes. The second one is interacting with the file, so this can be simultaneous. It can be also sequential, but still they're all interacting with the same repository. So that's what I'm showing here, but it can be also the same repository, but they have different computers, and everything is a mess now because everyone is just applying changes to the infrastructure. So it has changed here different lines, kept some others. Let's just trace what the 14 team on the team 4 member is going to do. So it's just going to apply. So applying, it's going to be changing the terraform.tfstate. Okay, so this terraform.tfstate represents the state of the infrastructure at the T moment, which has been the latest one, deployed by the dev 14 from the team 4, the orange color. And now the infrastructure looks like, the same as what is defined, and here's the main.tf. And here we got this one changed, this one here also changed, just a simulation of what has changed. But the users are not happy anymore because they've been promised to have some different features, but they don't have it. Or it has changed, they're not aware of the change. So this can be an issue. So devs performing changes and all having access to terraform.tfstate, but having each their own terraform.tfstate. Yeah, so they have a different file, which is a problem. So issue, but not least, breach of least privilege. because they all have the same privileges on that file, on the infrastructure files. Secrets are available to all devs. So the secrets are revealed, multiple terraform.tfstate files with different representation of the infrastructure. So we can precise that the secrets available to all dev teams if working all on the same repository or directory. And here for the multiple terraform.tfstate files with different representation of the infrastructure, we can also precise by saying that when cloning repo and applying their own changes, they have different infrastructure representation. So the infra is different in their own local computer tfstate file. So there's a drift. The terraform.tfstate is different from the infra deployed for some of the developers, while the latest one has the same. So users not getting the promised features deployed or working correctly, or they seeing changes applied to the infrastructure, which is not very good. So here this is just keep changing colors. Okay, so here is the last use case that we're gonna see after we're gonna go back to the terminal. So on-premise plus Terraform Cloud, which is the solution here. Less problems. Still, we have a lot of devs. We have a cloud admin, or let's call it DevOps. Let's change this. We have a DevOps. So in the cloud, the Terraform Cloud, here we have an organization that we create. Organization. So I just put after that that there should be a workspace. I didn't put workspace. So let's skip it, but still, I'm going to show you after in the web UI how is the workspace made. But you have projects inside each workspaces, and the Terraform.tfstate files. So those ones, you see, for each team, you can have a different one, different workspace. You can separate everything. You can or have one also. And here you have the users in the organization, the development teams. You have here the DevOps. So it locks the states, provide the infrastructure as code to the developer teams. So there's a control on who produce those documents, who can deploy what. And here there's something more that I can add just to make it easy, because otherwise there will be too many information in this drawing. So here we can just draw a little lock. You know how good I'm at drawing. And this is just to say that those files, they can be locked by the DevOps, so that developers can't change the infrastructure. There'll be a layer of control just above them. And here we got lock. This is just a scenario, so doesn't mean that it's the best. It is just to show you how useful it can be to have the states in the cloud. And here we have the dev. I'm just gonna fast forward this just to make sure there's team 1, here we have team 2, and here we have team 3. Okay, so we have different devs, different teams. So the team 1 is gonna apply this Terraform apply. It's gonna be deployed to to Docker or Kubernetes, and the users will be able to consume that service. So here they are happy users. Why? They're happy because each team can deploy to each different environments. Here we go. And we have the different terraform.tfstate files that are in the cloud, separated, different workspaces. So here teams could serve different microservices. DevOps could communicate with the team and synchronize work, which is very interesting. I'm just going to do this layer here. Let's say this is the whole infrastructure, and inside we have different services served to the users. Okay, so the DevOps could provide communicate with team, could provide the infrastructure as code files to manage the terraform.tfstate files, to lock those states to prevent infrastructure drift. So changing infrastructure or infrastructure being different from the files definitions. Secrets are not anymore accessible to different team members, and controls and policies could be enforced in an easier manner. Meeting and communication have more meaning, and it's easier to coordinate and less confusing for team members. So here you see having this kind of configuration is easier for the team members. And here the main advantage is the communication is made easy. It's all about communication, but it's made easy by the process itself. So compared to the previous scenarios, it's easier. That's good. So we can go back to just before that. I just write organization wise more agility. More control. So let's go back here. We're using a CLI driven. We click on it. I'm just showing you how to create that workspace. We create the workspace. We give it a name. So how am I going to call it? Docker, just meaningful name. So that's what we are doing at the moment. That's the Docker local deploy. That's it. Project, you can leave it default. And deployment done locally on premise on Docker on premise. I say permis every time. On premise on Docker on local Docker. We create, and now we have an overview page. You see here we have the ID of this workspace. You get the code snippet also given to you to update your main.tf or your providers.tf file. So here I'm just going to delete the terraform.tfstate that we had before. So there's nothing anymore like that. I got rid of the log files also. Good. Now Terraform init. Init is not going to work for sure because we need to log in. So you see, run the following command to generate a token. So let's create that token to log in. So terraform login, that's the command. And after, we just click on the link. You see the JSON link given. Do it again. Here, yes, to validate. And after here, we click on the link. So that wasn't the JSON, it was just a normal link. Login. After login, you decide the duration, how long the expiration, of your token. I'll just put it for today, just for the tutorial. And here you get the token that you copy, and you just paste it, you validate, and here you see we are logged in. It's good. So now we can do our Terraform init. Everything is initialized. The infrastructure knows that the cloud workspace exists. And now Terraform plan. And we're going through errors, so you can see how to fix those. So this is an error that we get. So it's connected with the cloud. We can see the error here. All right, so we can just view the logs. And after here inside, we need to change the configurations. We need to change something very particular. Just gonna show you here this organization specific, share all. We just keep it as it is. This is the version. That's the version we're using. Okay. And we find it execution mode, custom. So you see we have the default, but we need to use custom remote. Your plan applies and occurs on Terraform Cloud's infrastructure, but we are doing our apply locally. So your plans and applies occurs on machines you control. Terraform Cloud is only used to store and synchronize states. So that's what we need to select. Now we're good. And now let's do the Terraform plan. Should work. Yes, so we got the plan. And now we can apply. Terraform apply. And we can open the terminal to see if the container is running. We can run docker ps while it's deploying here on the background. Just wait a few seconds, it's gonna be quick. Now we got it. On port 8000. We clear. Show you the files. You see there's no terraform.tfstate anymore here. We just go back to the browser. It's running, so that's good. And here we have the state file inside our workspace. And you see that's the state files that we had before. So the same as the one we had before, but now it's in the cloud. We can lock and unlock that file from here. We unlock. So unlocking this workspace. So you need to use this only. Make sure there's nothing running at the same time. There's not a Terraform apply running at the same time. I'll give you a few seconds to like and subscribe, because I know you're just waiting that moment. All right, so you've seen how Terraform works locally and in the cloud. But you see how the cloud can help to manage the Terraform TF states and to have control over the secrets or any sensitive data that can be accessible to anyone in the organization or any developers having access to those states files. Okay, I hope that you like this video, and see you next time.